Hello everyone, I'm Muhammad Azam Samir, belong to archaeology, cultural heritage and architecture based on ancient history and ancient perspectives. Today I have come with the new information for you people and last time I talked about the Chinese site, very important site that was, the Great Wall of China. Today, I'm also very much convinced about another Chinese site that is called Terracotta Army Mausoleum, situated in Xian, Shaanxi province of China. There are many facts and there are many interesting informations regarding this site, and you would be very much pleased to hear that after observing this site, we can say there was also a life after death concept in China, as we found in Egypt and some other civilizations, such as Indus Valley civilization, such as European civilization. So, first of all, we would like to pounce upon the approach to this site. How can we approach this site? First of all, when you land in China, the city of Xi'an, this city is very important. This city is very important for many things, such as food streets, such as ancient building, and definitely Terracotta Army Mausoleum. So first of all, you would land over there, and from airport to old railway station, you have to travel, and from old railway station you can get a bus or you can hire any rented car and you can approach to Lithong county side, which is some 50 to 55 or 60 kilometer away from the main city of Xi'an. After approaching there, you would be stunned to see very huge structures over there. This site is almost 98 square kilometers. So this is very huge site. You would be astonished to see. This site is not as long as the Great Wall of China, as the Great Wall of China's length is almost 10,000 kilometer, but this site is in circumference, based on circumference it's very big site. How and when this site was recovered or discovered? This was the group of five farmers and some other people who were accidentally working on this site, but when they saw very strange structures over there. So this site was discovered in 1974, March 1974. Then there were four pits were selected for the excavations, and some pits were excavated beneath 23 feet down to the earth. And another very interesting things about this site, there are almost 8,000 warriors are statued over there. They are standing. They are in standing, and interestingly, all are different to each other. Their facial gestures, their ranks, entirely different. And approximately about 10 types of faces were recovered or discovered. The numbers of the warriors are definitely, I have already discussed with you, 8,000, and with them about 130 chariots, 540 horses, and 120 or 130 cavalry horses were also found in this site. Interestingly, some 70 or 74,000 weapons of bronze also found, and some metals objects and some stone objects, some other very important and interesting facts about this site. Those are the culture, the heritage, the history, the way of living of those people penetrating, when you visit this site. There is also a very huge structure of Qin Shi Huang as a statue that's very tall statue. You can even cover 100 people while they were in a shadow. Then you can have some, types of other structures such as Mausoleum, which has never been open for the commoners because the issue of the conservation and preservation is involved in this type of understanding. Then we have a very beautiful museum, and it is also very interesting. Some foreigner universities have been involved in the research of these terracotta army mausoleums and these structures, such as Barclay University, such as Leeds University, such as universities from England, from America, from other European cities, and definitely some local archaeologists also did work to carve out the originality of this site. After having the ancient site, some common, understandings of the researchers are such as they believe that Qin Shi Huang tried to preserve this site, preserve his armies, to show, to depict the life after death concept, the concept of life after that. Then we can say the culture, the warlike activities were in its peak at that time, some 220 BC to 206 BC. Thirdly, we can say this site shows the grandeur, the unification, one language, one culture, warlike activities of the Qin Shi Huang, because he unified all the warrior dynasties at that time. So we can say Qin dynasty was the responsible to unify all other dynasties at that period of time. We can also say that the first ever Chinese soil wall, mud wall, was also found with these structures, and we can say that was the first ever Chinese mud wall. Then, as far as the sizes are concerned, from 5.7 feet to 6.7 feet. These are the standard sizes of the warrior, which are almost 8,000 in numbers. All are different. Their ranks are, highlighted. Their ranks are determined based on their facial gesture, based on their, grandeur, based on their face style, their hairstyle. And interestingly, each and every warrior is different regarding their faces, regarding their body structure. And it is also said that the coloring scheme of these terracottas were very interesting. Green, blue colors were used, and some other colors. And it is also said that at that time, such color scheme was only found in China, not any other country. Then, whenever you travel to this site, there are 4 to 5 maps are placed over there. You can easily approach to the site, and you can also approach to the all excavated sites, pit 1, 2, 3, and 4, and mausoleum and museums. As far as the tickets of this beautiful site is concerned, 50 to 70 yuan, you can easily purchase the ticket. Some When I went over there, it was 2017, and I got I purchased the ticket with 50 yuan. So maybe at this time you can have 10 to 20 yuan more. So it's affordable ticket. The price is affordable. You can easily afford and see the World Heritage Site of the China. Then I can suggest you when I was in yeah, when I was in China and I went to see this site, the heat was on its peak. So whenever you go to the Xian, you should go in the month of November, December, or January. And these 3 months are very much suitable to see this site, as there is a winter, and during winter you can easily uh, you can easily see this site, because when you go there in the times of June, July, you would have some problems. Now, again, I would like to let you know that this site is very important if you want to see the history, if you want to see the archaeology of Qin dynasty or unified state of China. Please do visit this site, as this site is very important. And after visiting this site, you can have much information about archaeology, heritage study, history, culture, and ancient dynasties knowledge of China. And more interestingly, after observing the grandeur, after observing the great width, after observing the display of the site, we can say the Chinese people, some 2000 or some 2500 years back, were very much related to the cultural activities. Like, they were best in their fine arts, they were best in their uh, warlike activities, they were best in unification. And at that time, after observing the site, it was clearly approached that during the Qin dynasty, all other dynasties were unified into a proper state. Finally, I would recommend to see this site, because it has been said that only the Great Wall of China is very important site in China. No, this is a wrong concept. In China, there are many important and beautiful sites, such as the Great Wall of China, such as the heaven-like temple, heaven temple, paradise temple, and some sites belong to Suzhou, some sites belong to Hangzhou. Hangzhou Canal is very important. Suzhou Canal is very important. Suzhou Gardens are very important. They are, World Heritage sites, and some sites belong to Harbin, some sites belong to Hefei, some sites belong to Wuhu. The Museum of Wuhu, the Museum of Hefei, definitely very impressive. And whenever you want to see some 6,000 or 7,000 years back history of China, go to see Yangtze River sites, go to see the Yellow River sites, go to see the Huaihe River sites, such as Chugo sites, such as some other sites. So, finally, with all these sites, the importance of Terracotta Xian Mausoleum site is very important. It's very much about the history, archaeology, and when you go to see this site, you would definitely be impressed by the cultural activities prevailed in Xi'an city. You would also see there very important buildings, very important food, very important cuisines, very important ancient food street, very important some other museums, structures, and definitely Terracotta Army. Thank you so much.